Right, today we've got a Caesar salad with chicken and a bit of bacon. So a Caesar salad with chicken bacon, usually traditional Caesar salad has a Caesar salad with a poached egg, but we may add one of them, who knows. What we're going to do first is our croutons, which people either know or they don't know how to do, they just buy them in the shop, which are tasteless, nasty, horrible little things. I'm going to run through quickly what you're going to need for this. A piece of bread. Here's said bread. We're using bagel. Stale bread's best. You can use sourdough, is amazing for it, whatever bread you want. You're going to need a serrated knife. The serrated knife with the edge there, see that edge? Serrated knife. It's going to cut through your bread really well. And a board, because otherwise we're going to trash the sides or trash your knife if you've got an expensive knife. A bowl to put the breadcrumbs in, the pieces in. Salt. Pepper. Oil, a good quality oil for this, so it can be olive oil, or I'm using British one press rapeseed oil, which is cheap, really cheap. That full bottle's about $1.50 or something like that at the minute, and it's great flavour. Herbs, whatever ones you want. You can use a mixed herb. I am using thyme, oregano, as the Americans call it, and basil. But you can use mixed herbs or a mix of herbs you like. Woody herbs are not generally good. Thyme sometimes is you need a little bit of thyme. Do not use rosemary. Do not use sage. There you go. Anyway, I'm now going to take my bagel, because it's a bagel. I'm going to cut it. I want it in 1 centimetre cubes, so I'm cutting it straight down the centre, keeping my hands both sides of the knife. So I'm not going to chop my fingers off. Straight down the centre. Pull it out. We're now going to cut it into strips of about 1 centimetre. Right over if you like. This is Jonesy on the camera. Right over the centre. Roughly 1 centimetre cubes. You don't have to measure them. We're not going for a rosette or anything. Cut them that way. So a good serrated knife will go through these very easily. If you haven't got one, well, you're going to struggle a little bit more, but you'll still get there. Doing all this in one shot, so things like this are going to take a little bit of time, because we're absolutely no use at editing or anything like that. It's just going all on the film. I'm going to put them all in the bowl, like so. I'm going to get my oil, my rapeseed one press, drizzle it over them. You don't want to coat every single little bit. Now we're going to do a little bit of a chefy kind of twirl like that to get some more on it. A little bit again. Pinch of salt. What I can fit in my fingers. All round it. Then stop for a second. Give it a little twist again. Another bit of salt. Don't be scared of the salt. It's what makes things taste good. Black pepper, same thing. Few twists. You don't have to use a pepper grinder. I understand. A few more twists. Basil. I like a bit of basil. Oregano. Oregano. And thyme. A little bit of thyme, not a lot of thyme. Twist it again. You want to get that all coated up. Now you get a little bit more oil in. Now it's time to get your fingers in there. What we've now got, or what we should have, is coated dry croutons. You can eat one as well. Oh no. Make sure your seasoning's right on them. Taste everything. But taste them, tastes great. Mmm. Would you, yeah, let's have one there, go on. Does it taste good them, Shell? Mmm. Big mmm. That's that. Now, obviously you would let this bread to dry. So before I cook them, really, I should have put them in a tray. Let them dry out is better, but you don't have to. We haven't got time to do that. So what I'm now going to do is put them in a baking tray that we've got there, all out like that. We're going to have already lit in our oven at 100, 125ish, depending on time. If you've got time to keep checking it and coming back and you're a bit impatient, turn it to 150ish, but keep your eye on it because they will burn. I've got some already in there, which with my little cloth on my apron, I'm going to pull some out and have a look at them. So we've got a bit of colour on it. You can see the difference between the two. Fish lice underneath, turn them around. So we've got a nice bit of golden colour on there. Now again, we taste one. Not done yet. Could do with a little bit more seasoning, a little bit more salt. Turn them in that salt. There we go. You've noticed they've gone a bit smaller than them. They have actually shrunk up a little bit, but they are absolutely, even now, lovely. When they're fully dried out with no softness in them, they'll last in a container, a sealed container for considerable time. Because we took all the water out of them, we've dried them, so it'd be great. But back in the oven, and back to me now, please. Thank you. There's your croutons. Keep checking them. You don't want to burn them. So lower heat better, longer time. If you've left them out to dry out already first, before doing the step in the bowl, it'd be great. Croutons, next up, Caesar salad. Thank you.